The Divine Encounter. Episode 8. The Counterstrike. The tranquility of dawn in Silicon Valley belied the storm brewing within the tech world. Genesis Innovations had successfully repelled a major cyber attack orchestrated by Titan Tech, but the battle was far from over. Jason knew that Evan wouldn't stop until he had brought Genesis Innovations to its knees. In the wake of the breach, Genesis Innovations had doubled down on its security protocols. Marco, the head of cybersecurity, had fortified their defenses, and the team worked tirelessly to ensure there would be no repeat incidents. Despite the pressure, morale remained high, fueled by the successful containment of the attack and the company's recent achievements. The company was riding high. The stock price had stabilized at $200 per share, and revenue projections indicated they would surpass $1 billion in the next fiscal year. The growth was a testament to their innovative prowess and the market's confidence in their vision. However, Jason couldn't shake the feeling that Evan was planning something bigger. Evan's smear campaign had already caused ripples, but Jason knew his twin was capable of more insidious tactics. It was only a matter of time before the next move came. As Genesis Innovations prepared for their next big project, the atmosphere was charged with a mix of anticipation and vigilance. The team had been working on a revolutionary new product, codenamed Nebula. This advanced AI platform promised to integrate seamlessly with everyday life, offering unprecedented convenience and efficiency. One evening, Jason received an encrypted message from a trusted insider within Titan Tech. The message was brief but alarming. Evan is planning a hostile takeover. Be prepared. Jason's heart raced as he processed the information. A hostile takeover would be catastrophic, not just for Genesis Innovations, but for everyone who believed in their vision. He immediately called an emergency meeting with his core team. The conference room's atmosphere was tense, filled with a palpable urgency as Jason shared the news. "We need to act fast," he said. "Evan is planning a hostile takeover, and we have to be ready to counter it." Rachel, ever the pillar of support, spoke up. "We need to strengthen our alliances and ensure our shareholders are on our side. We can't let Evan succeed." The team sprang into action. They reached out to key investors, reaffirming their commitment to transparency and ethical practices. Marco and the cybersecurity team worked around the clock to protect their digital assets. Legal advisors were consulted to explore every possible defense against the takeover. As days turned into weeks, the tension escalated. The financial markets buzzed with rumors of the impending takeover, and Genesis Innovations' stock price wavered. The company's worth, now over $5 billion, made it a prime target for hostile acquisition. In a bid to counter the attack, Jason decided to take a bold step. He announced a groundbreaking partnership with a major tech conglomerate, FutureTech, to co-develop Nebula. The partnership would not only bring additional resources, but also create a formidable alliance that would deter any takeover attempts. The announcement sent shockwaves through the industry. Genesis Innovations' stock price surged to $220 per share, and the market responded with overwhelming support. The partnership with FutureTech, worth an estimated $2 billion, solidified their position as a tech powerhouse. Evan, watching from the sidelines, seethed with frustration. His plans for a hostile takeover had been thwarted, but he was not ready to admit defeat. He intensified his efforts, using every tactic at his disposal to destabilize Genesis Innovations. In the midst of this corporate warfare, Jason and Rachel received unexpected news. Their baby, due in a few months, was a girl. The news brought a moment of joy and hope amid the chaos. They decided to name her Hope, symbolizing the strength and resilience that had brought them this far. One evening, as Jason and Rachel prepared for bed, Jason's phone buzzed with an urgent message. It was from their lead engineer, Sarah. "Jason, you need to see this. Evan is planning something huge. We intercepted a communication. It's happening tomorrow." Jason's heart pounded as he read the message. "Rachel, it's not over. Evan's planning something big. We need to be ready." The next day, the tension was palpable as Jason and his team prepared for the unknown. The atmosphere at Genesis Innovations was a mix of anxiety and determination. Everyone knew the stakes were high, and they were ready to defend their company at all costs. As the day unfolded, it became clear that Evan had launched a multifaceted attack. Financial analysts, media influencers, and even some disgruntled former employees were all part of a coordinated effort to undermine Genesis Innovations. Jason and Rachel worked tirelessly to counter the attacks. They held press conferences, released statements, and provided transparent updates to their stakeholders. Their efforts began to pay off as public opinion slowly shifted in their favor. In the late afternoon, as the sun cast long shadows over Silicon Valley, Jason received a call from an unexpected ally. It was the CEO of FutureTech, offering additional support and resources to help them weather the storm. The alliance with FutureTech proved to be a turning point, bolstering their defenses and stabilizing their position. As the dust settled, Genesis Innovations emerged stronger than ever. The stock price stabilized at $225 per share, and the company's worth climbed to $5.5 billion. The hostile takeover had been thwarted, and the partnership with FutureTech promised a bright future. That evening, as Jason and Rachel sat on their balcony, watching the city lights twinkle below, they reflected on the challenges they had overcome. "We did it," Jason said, his voice filled with relief. Rachel smiled, resting her head on his shoulder. "We did. And with hope on the way, we have even more to fight for." With renewed resolve, Jason prepared for the next chapter. The path ahead was uncertain, but with Rachel by his side and a team that believed in their vision, he knew they could face whatever came their way.